Hello Pisces rising, I'm Birdie Galaxy. Welcome to the Lunatic Fringe. This is your January 2024 horoscope. I write my horoscopes from the rising sign perspective. If you are a Pisces sun, you may get some benefit from this video, but you are more likely to get a more in-depth and more accurate read if you watch your rising sign. So Pisces rising, are you ready to find out what January holds in store for you? Stay tuned. Okay, Pisces, we start out the first of the month with the sun still in Capricorn. That's your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of community, of your social circles, of collaborative group organizations. So the sun is really shining a light on your social life right now. Now we're going to look at Mercury because Mercury has been in Sagittarius in your 10th house or your house of career for a while, and Mercury has been retrograde. Retrograde brings us the energy of reevaluation, reassessment, realignment. So Mercury is now, as of January 1st, moving direct. What this means for you is this is going to be a period of increased clarity and communication in your career matters. Mercury moving direct in your 10th house really fosters a more expansive and a professional approach to your career or your goal-oriented pursuits. Now on the 4th of the month, we have Mars, which is the Tower. This is the energy of upheaval and crisis, yes, but it is also for the purpose of revelation. So Mars, or the Tower, is moving into this 11th house along with the sun. And I'm making a lot of room here because there's a lot of energy happening in this house in January. A lot of planets are moving here. So first off, we have the sun, and then we have Mars. Now Mars brings this driven energy. You are driven to achieve. You want some sort of success in your social life, in this social circle, in your group-oriented goals, and it's really emphasizing how disciplined you can be, because Capricorn is your natural 11th house. So you can be very disciplined and very determined and strategic in your social life. And this is really highlighting that and bringing energy to that. Now we're going to talk a lot about this house because so much is going on here. Now on January 11th, the moon, or the high priestess, the energy of mystery, of intuition and knowledge, just that gut instinct, is also in this 11th house. When the moon and the sun are together like this, this is a new moon. New moons bring a time for new beginnings, fresh starts, new cycles. So here we have the sun and the moon harmonizing, collaborating, and working together for this fresh start in your social circle, in your social life. So this is a time for practical and disciplined approaches to your social connections, to your long-term goals within this structured, collaborative community. Now on January 13th, Mercury also makes its way to this party. So here we are, yet another personal planet, really putting an emphasis, a big emphasis on your house of social circles. This is really bringing that communication. It is bringing out the practical and disciplined communication style within this social circle, community, collaborative group effort situation, your social group settings. Now on the 20th of the month, the sun will be moving on right next door, one sign over, into Aquarius. Aquarius is your 12th house. The 12th house is the house of solitude, of spirituality, and of seeking out something deep within you that is your soul, that is away from the physical, mundane world. So the sun entering into your 12th house is bringing out this humanitarian focus. You already have a very humanitarian focus to your spiritual aspect because you have Aquarius in your 12th house. So this is really putting an emphasis on that desire for humanitarian aid. It is focusing on some unconventional energies in this area of spiritual self-expression. This can be bringing out some creative spirituality insights, but they will be behind the scenes. They'll be for you only. Now on the 23rd of the month, Venus, or the Empress, this is the energy of nurturing, of fertility and abundance. Venus also enters this Capricornian party, bringing with it a whole other type of energy. Venus is all about our values and our worth and what we hold valuable to us and how we find value in things. So Venus is really finding that value and finding that love and that worthiness within this social circle, within your collaborative and group settings. So this is bringing out, again, a love and a desire for practical or pragmatic approaches to your friendships, to your social circles. This is really emphasizing how much you desire and you need that stability within these social circles, and that you want long-term relationships, you want longevity within this social circle or collaborative or group efforts. Now on the 25th of the month, the moon will have moved over here to Leo. Leo is your 6th house. The 6th house is the house of work, of daily routines, of mundane actions. It's also the house of health, of personal health. So a full moon is when the sun and the moon are in opposition. So the sun being in the 12th house and the moon being in your 6th house, these are very opposite houses. The 6th house is the mundane world, the daily practical life. The 12th house is the spiritual world and a little bit removed from the mundane world. So this full moon is emphasizing a need for finding balance between these two areas of life, between daily life and your responsibilities that you have in your world to provide for sustenance for you, versus your desire to seek solitude and to seek out a more spiritual aspect of your life. So this is suggesting a need for balance between your self-expression, between your service to others, and your creative passions, but you might find that fulfillment is really coming from your dedicated working with others. So you're finding a way to balance this daily life, daily routine with your desire for collaborative efforts. So maybe you're finding a way to work with groups, to work on a much larger group project, and that is bringing you joy and value. Now, lastly, Pisces, on the 26th of the month, we have Uranus going direct in Taurus. Uranus has been in Taurus. Taurus is your 3rd house. This is the house of communication, of intellectual thought processes, of logic, as well as siblings. So Uranus has been there for a while. It has been retrograde, so of course it's been in that reevaluation mode, but now it is moving direct. This forward momentum has come into play, and it is bringing a period of innovative and potentially disruptive communication, or even some major mental breakthroughs for you that can disrupt your normal way of doing things, but it is for the purpose of growth in your intellectual mind, in your thought processes, and in how you get your message across. So Pisces rising, there's so much going on for you in your house of groups and friends and social circles, as well as your daily work and service, how you get your message across, and your spiritual self. So I hope that was helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video. If you like what you saw and you want to know what happens for you in February, please subscribe, and I will see you next month.